Let me see here. Is this going to work? Let's find out. So now it says online. I am confused by these controls. Oh, so now it's working. Okay, that's fun. Right before, it was like, you know, F all. Oh, right, I need to do one more thing. Sexy maps need to be turned off. That's what's giving me like the map within the map effect here. This little circle. That's basically where that's coming from. Okay, I think all's right in the world now. Let's see, shopped items. What do we got? Let me go back and say see shopped items. He's got to have more than 0 done, right? I mean, he's got 12 items done already. Holy crap. This guy's fast. Wait, did I get more than one? No, okay, those are other things. Okay. It's got the, well, you got the cream cheese. Nice. Got the butter, got the eggs. Okay. Got the rice, got the pie, got the tuna, got the milk, got the other butter. Very nice. Got a ½ pound of white cheese, so you're good to me there. That's better. Way larger. Let's see. We need to fix her outfit because that is just killing me. Very, you know what we need to do here? We need to pause this here. Snap that, minimize. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can't get ourselves a cohesive outfit here because it's looking terrible. Otherwise. No, don't buy from him. Transmog from him. What sets do I have? Well, not many. So what can we do in the shoulder department? Something fun, yeah? Yeah, too boxy. Yeah, it's like a little pretty big there. It's like framing her head. Okay, maybe those. What about chest item? Page 4. Oh no, what is this, like a bullseye right there? Who drew this? Who drew that, huh? Who's the mastermind behind that? Yeah, you know, I think all the way up to her neck. It's kind of weird, right? You see that all the way up to her neck? Kind of weird. So she's plate wearing. She doesn't have, like, nearly. No, not even close, I don't think. Don't think so. Don't really think so. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, it didn't go up to the neck. Kind of weird. Is that black back there? It's weird. Man, you can spend forever trying to set up this freaking thing. You're really switching them up. Yeah, Shadow Priest is... I mean, Shadow Priest is one of those things, man. It's can be it can be difficult. It's a little tough. You know, it's a little tough. You are squishy. You do definitely rely on people to keep stuff off of you, like a priest. But you can put out some serious DPS when you get your gear. So it's one of those, like, you know, painful, like, progressions that everybody, you know, is always on board for. But, you know, kind of once you get through, like, the, you know, what's your gear level on Confession? What is she? Like 184? What is she? 200? What are we talking? Yeah, you really don't see sockets so much. Pants, though. Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, I think those are bad. But the boots are tragic. These boots are so thick. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. I mean... let me see. Let me see. Set-wise, we got 2 pieces. Not even close, really. Let's see what she looks like when she is all dolled up. Yeah, that helmet's really killer, though, isn't it? I think everything else is fine. You know, everything else is kind of fine. She hasn't done any of the raid this week, so maybe we should probably get her in there and see. Yeah, oh, you like the helmet? Yeah, it's kind of big. All right, let's see. We're in the queue. What level is Confession? Let me see. Are you on? Let me see if you're on. Let's see here. You're not on. What level is Confession? Is she 60 now? Is she 60, right? Oh, you shot level 50. Oh, yeah. You gotta grind out those 10. Once you get to 50, you'll be able to buy your, I mean 60. Once you get to 60, you'll be able to buy your 200 eye level stuff. So that will definitely help you. But yeah, it's it can be a little squishy, especially since you'll be leveling up. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely tough. Yeah, so Shadow Priest is it's a great class. It's a great class. You gotta stick with it. There's a lot of growing pains in the beginning. Yeah, but once you get over that hump of like gear and you'll be in a much better spot. Just the question is the how long before you get over the hump. Crystals, man. Let me ask crystals. Oh man, you think we can actually do that? Yeah, we should be able to do this. I mean, we sat here and just farmed it out. We probably could do it. Alright, let's see. Repair. 13 stones, huh? 20 of these things, huh? Okay. Alright, 44 spaces open. Okay, it's good. This is pretty cool about this bird, huh? Yeah, look at that. Big. Hold on. What's the WoW token going for these days? What is the WoW token going for these days? Let's see. 200. Oh, yeah. I need to buy one later. I can use me some 200,000 gold. Thank you. Actually, what do I need the gold for? Oh, that's really good. Get you one too? No problem. Let me see. I gotta figure out. I gotta remember the Death Knight's rotation here. Really, both of these are stacked right up here, huh? Observational records and anima. Okay. And then over here's Razor Wing Talons. Man, I hate that quest. All right, let's go here and try to. All right, let's go here and see. Oh yeah, somebody actually did the. Okay. Let's go over here and see how the rotation goes. What's our pull? 6? Okay, 6 is our pull. Okay. I was gonna steal it from that guy. So we need 5 of these things. Yeah, there's one here. So like this guy here, right? What? I can't hit him. What? There we go. At least we hit him once. It's kind of weird. I can't pull him. Why can't I pull him? Oh, it's weird. It's not pullable? What's the deal? It's 2. Yeah, I think humans probably are like my least favorite like race in the game. Alright, can we pull this guy? There we go. And the only reason why we did human was because of like the ratio for getting additional reputation gains. And then we never really played her. So, we really grinded it out in our Void Elf for for the rep, which was for a hunter. Alright, look at this guy coming from behind. Can I shoot an ice crystal? Let's see. Yep, he got me. He beat me. Let's fight this guy. What's my interrupt? 7? 7, okay. I should make a Worgen one day. I thought I had a Worgen at one point. Oh, yeah, I did. I was making a Worgen druid. Look, marksman. Marksman's too slow. Yeah, marksman does hit like a truck, but it's really got a long ramp up. You gotta really like wait for that shot to get off. Otherwise, you're really kind of just like sitting there twiddling your thumbs there. At least Beastmaster is way more interactive and faster paced, basically. Yeah, marksman is too slow. Beastmaster at least is way more engaging, and I think is just as competitive. It might not be as strong, but it is competitive, especially in single target, especially if you go Kyrian. Yeah, because you do get resonating arrow, and that is on a shorter cooldown than what you have with if you were Night Fae. Night Fae is really good though for like AOE events, right? Because when you get a lot of trash together, you really can kind of shine with the AOE. But really, most of the raid stuff, you're not really doing like, it's mostly trash AoE. So you really can kind of live without that. What's really good though is that single target DPS. That's really where it's at. And that's really where I think like the, 7, let me stop that chat casting. That's really where I think like the Beastmaster kind of, can potentially outperform. But, you know, I think a really geared Beastmaster and a really geared Marksman Hunter, I think Marksman would still win. But I think it would be a competitive fight. It wouldn't be like so one-sided. Because I know that in the raids that I've run in normal, when we have a Marksman Hunter, they do better on trash, and I do better on boss fights. There's 2 there, 1 more to go. Oh yeah, it just takes a guy. Hey, he respawned already. I gotta figure out my Death Knight build a little bit better. Oh god, this guy's respawned. I only want to fight this guy because all I need is 1. There it is. That's 2. Is that 2 or 3? No, it's 2. Okay. Yeah, let's get out of here without aggroing everything that lives here. Yeah, you know, you really feel like on that aim shot, man, you really feel that bow draw where you're just like, yep, take a deep breath. It's going to be a minute before I release this shot. But, you know, when you do, it's a hard-hitting shot. So I can see why, like, you know, it has a longer cast time because it hits hard. Obviously, it was a short cast time. It'd be a little OP. But at the same time, it is slower. And you kind of have to be standing still. So it has that going against it. So at least as a melee, you can do pretty much all your stuff on the fly, on movement. And as a range, the only ranged one that can move while casting is basically the Beastmaster Hunter. You know, there's some druid stuff you can cast on the fly, like instants, right? But like some of your longer stuff, like Star Surge and those things, like those require longer. Oh man, I have to do these stupid talons. Those require a lot more stationary casting to occur, which sucks. But the nice part about it, though, you know, is that as a Beastmaster Hunter, you are able to kind of do all that stuff on the fly. So it does, in one way, remind me of WildStar, which I'm a fan of. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So this guy right here, right? We're not gonna pull it. I mean, I pull it, and he's a Death Knight. He just pull it right back. It'd be funny, you know, to see the mob go from one side to the other. All right, at least we got 3 already. Well, I guess that's one thing you can do too. Like, you know, once this is off cooldown, I can pull that to me. Oh, did I finish shopping for my groceries today? Let me look. Let me see. Gonna one-hand this. Oh, I think he got everything. Okay. Oh yeah, I think he finished. Wow, I'm impressed. 0.54? That's better. Yeah, he got everything. Well, that's amazing. His day to go on grocery shopping, apparently. Everything was available, and it's kind of different. But respawn this dude. We only need talons, man. We don't need you guys. Alright, we're 50% through this. Think I can pull this guy? I can totally pull this guy. Oh, he's engaged. That's a weird shot there. I need to let him get closer because we need to loot the body. And sometimes you can kill him in an awkward spot where you can't actually access the body, which is very sad. Very sad. This guy, though. You think I can pull him? Can we pull him from here? We can. If I can get backwards. This is actually good. This is good. This works. I like this. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna look around me. Make sure nobody else is spawned. Yeah, I want to try Breathless in Negrosa. I think I need to go with that build. Because I think that looks pretty cool. Alright, 2 more to go. And there we go. There's one up there. I mean, see, pull him. There we go. Hey, Warlock, let's go. Oh, you're not warlock. What are you talking about? You look like a warrior. How did I put it over there? Oh, well, you know, it figures. It's at cursor, so cursor is a little off to the right there. Yeah, you think we get that guy? Yeah, we got like 6 seconds to go. Unless I can shoot an icicle at him. There we go. Ah, nicely done, Death Knight. Oh, look at that double. Oh man, that dude's dead. You frost you? What are you? Don't know. Let me look. No, let me look. Let me look. Inspect. He's blood. Okay, so he's tanking it. We're done, right? We're done. Finished? Finito? We are finished. Yeah, I wish marksman was a little bit faster. But I have to say, I do enjoy a lot playing Beastmaster Hunter. I wish it hit a little harder in some respects, but it's really fun. And you can do everything on the run, which is even better. Even better. Now, if only I could get that stupid bow from Sylvanas, this would be a much better experience. But no, she wants to be a little witch and hold on to that and not give me that drop. So that's fine. It's fine. That's fine. You know, it's fine. I see how it is. Actually, you know, the thing is too, really, when you think about this, right? None of this gear is enchanted, so there's some improvements to be made there. 138, though, that's killing me. And 187, that's killing my numbers too. However, actually, you know, I should probably look at the board and see if there's a trinket, because anything's gonna be better than a 138. Let's turn in first. We remember we're at 0% now. We'll be at like 24% when we finish. So, because each one of these is gonna be 8%, right? So 216, 324. You find any like treasure chests along the way, that's like 3%. You kill any like bosses or you know boss spawns along the way, that's 5%. So theoretically you could just sit here and just grind out all 100% just by doing boss spawns and you know, treasures. Like this one here, right? Where's that sitting? Is this thing up here? No, it's sitting below. No, it's gotta be sitting up there. I don't know, I didn't see it though. It must be gone. It's probably despawned. Yeah, usually sits right up here. Where am I? Yeah, see, I'm supposed to be right on top of it. Well, I mean, Dave, I mean, in honesty, you know, I mean, you'll have probably, I mean, Shadow Priest, hard to play, rewarding as hell once you master it, hard to play. Beastmaster Hunter, way easier to play, and hits very hard. So, you know, I mean, to me, if you really like the priest, definitely stick with the priest. If you want to basically capitalize on the 60 that you have now, then honestly, let's just gear up your hunter. Because right now, you know, in the normal raid, I pretty much have every piece that I need from the normal raid. So technically, if we run content together, any drops I get, you can get. Wow, I don't need them. Yeah, the lazy macros will really pick up once you hit 60. It's just a little tougher, you know, in the interim. Yes. Yeah, plus we gotta, like, you know, I would probably say, like, since your Beastmaster is 60, right, and you only just need to start working on the gear, I said probably do that, because you need to farm your Korthia dailies, right? And you need to run the raid, right? Because what you'll need is you're gonna need the Stygian Embers. And those Stygian Embers, right, you're gonna use for your domination gear, right? So your Sanctum of Domination gear, right? You're gonna have these sockets here, right? You're gonna need at least 3 of them to actually activate a bonus element to it. And so what you'll basically have to do is you have to farm for the actual gems, right? The array drops. Then you're gonna have to farm for the Stygian Embers. You can get 10 Stygian Embers by doing his weekly quest. All of the content you do in the raid will at least give you a Stygian Ember. So you'll grab them that way as well. Once you have them, you'll basically start off at level 1. You just basically put them into the sockets, right? Then when you have enough Stygian Embers, you can basically upgrade that gem. and it goes up to rank 5. So you'll start with rank 1. You'll get Stygian Embers. You'll come back here. You talk to the Visions of Bonesmith Hymir, and you have to unlock this guy. So you have to go through like the Korthia daily or the Korthia quest line to make him spawn. Then once that's there, you'll then basically be using your Stygian Embers along with your actual shard to exchange it for a higher rank, all the way up to rank 5. Then you'll basically see, like, if you look at my hunter, there's like there's 3 different things you can get with it, right? You can get the blood, you can get a frost, and you can get an unholy thing. It's not so complicated. I mean, it is complicated if nobody's there to explain it to you, and you have to figure it out on your own or do some reading. Yeah, there's going to be some work effort provided, or that you're going to have to go through to kind of get a sense for what do you need to do, right? Because coming into the game now, right, at 60, brand new, right, there's a lot of catch up you need to do, right? One, you need to grind out your Covenant rep, right? So you need to get that rep renown level up, because right now I think the cap is 72. So you want to get it up as high as you can, because then you start to not only do you unlock like the different soul mines, you also want to farm for the conduits, right? So you see here on my character here, you see here how she's got all 5 here, and you see the Shard of Domination section here, and you see that, like, if we roll over this, right, let me bring it back here, right, you can see that my blood at the bottom says rank 4, rank 3, and rank 3. If you have 3 shards, like 3 blood, 3 unholy, or 3 frost, what happens is that you're going to get the benefit from it. So you can see at the top here, it says Shard Domination Blood Link, rank 3, right? Once my other 2 pieces, I rank them up to rank 4, they'll say rank 4. What's that about?
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay.
Awesome. Water is ready.
I knew it! I knew the water would be ready. That's okay, just leave it. Well, thank you. Bring your mask just in case you're running some fun. Nice. What is though?
What?
Which one?
These.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It falls out.
Yeah. He's gonna go around here. Watch out for the food guy. He's on his way.
Stop. Is this your food?
He's like, is this your food? Is this your food? No, just go to the house, dude. Just go to the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like to the other neighborhood probably, because I think church is probably in session over here.
Maybe. All right. Well, watch for cars. She knows. All right. Let me explain to you, Dave. So, see this blood link rank 3.
Leave the garage door open, okay?
Yeah, leave it open. So what you see here is the reason why I would recommend you go for blood in terms of your selection of gems is because unholy probably hits the hardest. Not gonna lie, unholy probably does the most, right? The problem with unholy is you got to be like really good, really spot on with your rotation to really kind of maximize that damage, and that can be tough sometimes, right? Because just a lot of things are happening, and you got to be, just on your game when it comes to your rotation. If you use unholy, or if you use blood, what happens with blood is that blood basically does shadow damage every 3 seconds, and it's just a constant thing. You don't even have to think about it. You don't have to do anything. It's passive damage. That passive damage, as you can see here, usually translates to pretty in like a longer fight. I wish I could go back and actually look, but in the longer fights, you'll see that like my blood link usually ranks like my number 2 DPS in my rotation, because it just does that much damage in a longer fight. So blood is really, really powerful to have as a very passive DPS boost. Unholy is unholy, frost is frost, right? But you'll need at least 3. So you need, first of all, you need the gear, right? There's 5 pieces of gear that have sockets on them: helmet, chest, shoulders, waist, and boots. First, you need to get that gear. Then you need to actually also acquire the shards. You see here in my bags, I have a bunch of shards. You have frost shards. These are frost. That's the other unholy. And you can see I have 2 unholies in there, and I have 3 bloods. That gives me 5. I also have 3. So I basically have all the gems that I need to do a frost build, an unholy build, or a blood build. So in this case, we're doing blood because of that passive DPS. So once you have your pieces of gear, you'll then need the shards. Once you have the shards, you're gonna need, if you want to upgrade the rank of the gem, you're gonna need those Stygian embers. Once you have those upgraded, you'll start to do better passive damage. So that's basically like the road ahead. You can get Stygian embers from the raid. You can get Stygian embers from actually doing the weekly in Korthia. Korthia will also give you gear that you can upgrade to, actually you can upgrade it beyond 226. You can see here in this particular trinket, Fine Razor Wing Quill, it says upgrade level 4 of 6. So it's a Korthia daily gear item, and with that it can be upgraded 6 times. You basically acquire, in doing Korthia dailies, something called catalog research, and you use the catalog research currency to upgrade the actual piece of gear's eye level, which then basically becomes, you know, something for you to kind of use as a as another replacement for raid gear while you're waiting for your raid gear to drop for you. So, you know, there's a few avenues to pursue. And also don't forget too, it's also time walking dungeon week. So there's 5 that you can run, and you'll get a 226 item for running those 5 dungeons. So I'd say probably get on your Beastmaster, you know, go back to the you know, the Great Vault area, talk to the caretaker, get the 5 time walking dungeon quest, do those 5 time walking dungeons. You'll get at least a 226 item, right? I got pants again. I'm like, man, could you just give me a trinket? So I got pants. I'm like, what's this to do with pants? So I'm like, whatever. So I can't do anything with that. Also, don't forget, you gotta get yourself your legendary. So if you want your legendary, you know, for Beastmaster Hunter, what I'm using right now is a back piece that's basically Cloak of Master Ryle Stalker. And what this basically does is it increases my pet's critical damage when Bestial Wrath is active. Because remember, all of your damage mostly comes from your pets as a Beastmaster. You know, you do lay out some pretty good damage with like Cobra Shot and things like that, but your pets are going to be a large majority of your damage. So this actually is a pretty good legendary to have equipped. But, you know, you'll basically need to do the same thing, right? You'll need to go, you have to get the actual power. Then you'll have to buy the back piece, right? The template or the vessel, right? They have to bring it to the rune carver and have them imbue it. And then if you want to upgrade it, right? So you can see here, mine's 235 right now, right? I'm sitting on a 262 vessel, right? To basically replace that 235. In order for me to use the 262 item, which is very nice, I need to have a lot more soul cinders. I basically need like, actually I'm lying, actually I need like 90 more cylinders to give me enough to actually upgrade that particular item. So Tuesday of this week, when everything resets and I go back in and I run Torghast, I'll get all the soul cinders I need to then upgrade that item from a 235 to a 262, which would be great because then at that point, you know, our eye level number will push up, right? As we start working on more heroic stuff and start bumping that number up even higher, right? So you see here, this is, remember I told you this Fine Razor Wing Quill. See, this is 2 out of 6. This is 4 out of 6. I have, because I've been doing the Korthia daily so much, I have like over 8,000 research. There's nothing else I need to upgrade. The problem with the Korthia research is that once you hit like 4 out of 6, right, on a particular upgrade, you're pretty much like, that's where it stops for the most part, because you need to have a certain rep level with the archivist, with the Grand Archivist, probably saying that wrong, archivist, to basically take that number and push that to like 5 out of 6 and then 6 out of 6. To get to that research level, you've got to do a little farming, because, you know, you're going to get rep for turning in the dailies, right? And you're also going to get rep for turning in the weekly, but you basically are going to need a lot more rep. And you can see here in my rep, when it comes to the Archivist's Codex, I'm only tier 4. You need tier 5 unlocked in order to actually start upgrading things past See, if I go in here and I talk to this guy and I want to upgrade that particular piece of gear, I take the trinket, drop it over here. It's going to tell me, oh, it requires the research report, adaptive alloys. So, all right, adaptive alloys. Talk to the archivist over here, and you buy from this guy. You see, adaptive alloys is right here. Is it? Sewing treaties, hardening, relics, bound, crystal wrath. Where do you guys put it? For adaptive alloys. You see right here? Actually, it's a tier 6. So you gotta wait to tier 6 renown with this guy in order to push this past, or at least on level, or a little bit past like raid, like normal raid quality stuff. So you can kind of get up to like almost raid quality stuff without going through the raid if you want to. But if you want to go past it, you gotta farm the rep up. You can see it's only 4,000 research for it, which I clearly have. I just don't have the rep. Hey, what's up, Vela? So I'm missing the rep. So that's what's really killing me here. But you see, this is 4 out of 6. So the next level up from this would probably be, would put me past normal rating, right? Right, and the one past that would probably put me closer to heroic. So that's kind of like why they time gated it, because, or rep gated it, because they don't want you to be like able to easily surpass what you can do in heroic rating through just doing dailies out here. So it's a design decision, I guess. So I'll show you how crazy powerful, right, my hunter has gotten just basically by just doing the LFR stuff and then doing normal raids, right? And that's why I would say like it's way faster than like if you're trying to do like the Shadow Priest. Because Shadow Priest got ramp up time and it's got like it's got to stand still for casting, and like it hits like a truck. So don't get me wrong, it's fantastically strong. But when it comes to like this, like here, just like point and click, right? See, like it's basically burning them down pretty quick, right? Right, and it's pretty much dead. Yeah, and just move on to the next one. Remember, everything's on the run. You don't really have to do anything about waiting, right? See, they got 2 dead, right? So, really, I mean, it's gonna be more fluid, I think, if you're playing Hunter, just because you can just do everything while you're moving. Like, I love a mage. I love my Shadow Priest. Just. It's kind of hard to compete with the movement freedom of a Beastmaster Hunter from the perspective that, you can do pretty much everything on the run. See right up there, there's a treasure chest up there. So if I was still doing my weekly rep grind, right, I'd grab this chest, yeah? And this chest would advance my character by 3%. And so then I'd be like, oh, hey, look, we got 3%, right? And then when you get when you're looting the treasure chest there, it's also giving you some of those research material, which will turn into archivist. So will basically give you, and see, then there's like a see, here comes the boss here. So basically, the boss should be summoned here pretty soon. Actually, eventually he'll show up. These guys, we're all waiting for the boss to show up. And you see here too. Oh, actually, wait. Oh, wait. This is. Oh, I see. You guys killed the boss. Now we're waiting on the portal guy to appear. All right, so wait for the portal guy to appear. There he is, the big guy. Yeah. So basically, he counts as like a boss too, right? So like if you were trying to do boss farming to kind of really reduce like the amount of time you need to spend doing the Corthia dailies, and you just want to farm bosses, do the quest, and then basically be done with it, this would count. And here's what's nice too, right? As being curing, right? Not only is my curing ability, see, I'm doing like 7.4k, right? And I'm not even trying, right? I'm basically doing like, in essence, like 3 spells here, right? I'm doing Barb Shot, I'm keeping my Frenzy stacks up, right? And I'm basically doing Cobra Shot. And then when I have the chance to, I pop my my Bestial Wrath. But see that I'm pulling like 7k without doing too much work. So this is why I like this better than I like Marksman, because I can do all of this while running, and it never really gimps my output. So yeah, finish at 7K. You see here too, you see Bloodlink. See Bloodlink passively pulling number 3 for me in DPS. You don't have to do anything. Bloodlink is just happening, right? As the fight goes on, Bloodlink just gets stronger and stronger, does more DPS. So it's really good for the situations where you're like doing a boss fight. Fantastic, because of the numbers you can pump out from it. Now I think my groceries have just been delivered. Let me double check this. Let me look. I think I did hear the doorbell. I think I did. But this is why Bloodlink is really good. It's really passive. It's really easy to just add that set of DPS to your output without really having to think about it, right? Like I said, Unholy is great. Like Unholy, man, if you are good with your rotation, yeah, you're gonna be like crunching it with Unholy. The problem is you gotta be good with your rotation, and if you miss, or if you have a moment where you miss a part of your rotation, then it's just gonna go down. So there's a lot more upkeep or maintenance required for Unholy to really shine. Blood is so BM friendly. AKA you don't think a lot about it, it just happens. So that's what's nice. So basically, I don't know if you've been watching the raids that the guild's been running. I'm usually either number 1 or number 2 in DPS now. And when we do have our marksman hunter there, he can beat me out on when it comes to like trash, like AoE, but I beat him out in single target. So, and the single target basically is what's important in the raid anyways, right? Who cares about the trash? Like what your numbers were in trash, it's just trash, right? So it's probably easier, right? Since your hunter is already 60, it's much easier to just take that time that you would spend leveling your shadow priest and put that into actually doing your like your Korthia dailies, doing at least LFR to start to get some of the shards to drop, maybe some of your SOD gear to drop. That'd be great. That'd be well worth the time spent. That's just sounds like the road of least resistance, honestly, in terms of time spent. Because when you think about it, if you're looking at it from a play perspective, one, you're gonna have to grind it to 60. Once you grind it to 60, then you're basically gonna have to start with everything I just mentioned. Where on the other hand, your hunter is already 60, so you're skipping all that grind on levels, and you're just putting that grind into the dailies. So it just depends on where you want to spend your time grinding, really. Guess what it comes down to? Oh, these guys again. All right. This is a quest line here too, right? All right, give me the T. So we'll call that pet. Basically just Hattie. So yesterday I also spent some time running around yesterday doing some pet gathering. So we got some new pets to play with. I don't know if you guys remember my farmed Legion pet, but there she is. Yeah, she's a huge pain in the ass to get. This is a hard one to get. The one on the left hand side, this one right here. Yeah, this one was a hard one to get because you had to like tame it in a very interesting way, and it had to be done like you had to be stealth, and like you had to do something really special, and then it was just a hassle. So I'm glad I got it done basically at the end of the day. Now, guys, give me like 5 minutes. I need to go get the groceries, put them in the refrigerator so they're not out there cooking on the porch. So give me 5 minutes and I will be right back. All right. So give me just 5 minutes and I'll be right back. Yeah, okay, maybe within 5 minutes. Whatever. I changed the water stuff too. So I plan to do a little bit of both. I don't raid on Tuesday until 9 Eastern. So I can do some New World stuff before then. Oh, I need to throw these things at this guy. Whose is it? Mine or his? Oh, how did I get 3? Oh, we'll take it. No. I completely missed. That was definitely on me. I missed. So yeah. So that basically will be just about well, let me see here. Where's Hattie? Ah, where Hattie is. Hattie's doing his own thing. I'll show you guys the new pets I picked up yesterday. Stop moving. You too. Oh, you came back. Fine, just kill him. See, easy, right? Easy peasy. So yeah, Dave, much easier to play as a Beastmaster Hunter. Easy. What's this? Oh, it's gone. All right, we'll let it be. What? Is it time for this thing to be back? No, not yet. Oh, it is time for this thing to be back. Okay. This is probably the easiest boss thing you'll ever do. He's getting on top of this guy. Now, can I get in there? Okay. So basically, you just get on him, and when he says the words up here at the top, he's trying to throw you off, just hit number 1, and basically fill the bar up. And that's this quest. Pretty easy, see? Fill the bar up, hit number 1. When he sees that button, when he sees that word come up, just hit it. And that's all you need to do. This one's pretty straightforward. Oh, here, this is one of the easier boss ones. This, if you're trying to do your weekly and you're still, farming the percentage, this would be 25. Food in 25 minutes. Oh man, what type of food you getting? I'll tell you what I got. I got myself a roast beef sandwich from Publix. Yeah, I did. Also, my wife got a fried chicken tender sandwich. Moe's. Oh, I love Moe's. What type of burrito? You get a Joey? Get a Joey, get a home wrecker. I usually go for the Joey. Not so much of all the extra ingredients. My Moe's burrito is ground beef, extra cheese, lettuce, fresh jalapeno. Perfect. Sometimes I might do extra ground beef, but then sometimes it gets a little weird with extra ground beef. So sometimes just a moderate amount of extra ground beef. Yeah, it's fine. Just, I don't need like, a whole huge thing. And when you complete this quest, this is what it usually turns into. Nah, I get guac on the side. I don't like it in my burrito. I'm more of a put it on the side, and if I want some, I'll dip it in. But it'll be at my discretion. I'll have control over the guac, thank you. What? That's space ring tunneling. There we go. Yar, look how fast. Oh wait, did I get rid of that? Oh, no, it's on. Yeah, it's actually enough to do that. There we go. Yeah, there is. Yeah, I mean, but what's your protein of choice there? Is it chicken? Is it ground beef? Is it well, what are we talking here? What type of protein are we talking? Or is it veggie? You see a straight veggie burrito. Which at that point, it's like, why? 3 out of 10. The long grind. Oh, still find things? Yeah, I gotta reload my UI. I think my UI got a little messed up here. Let's reload it. Chicken. Chicken's not bad. Chicken's not bad. I do like the ground beef better. You know, yeah, I don't usually add salt to my food either. Obviously, if you're gonna get fast food, there's just gonna be plenty of salt in there anyway. So, yeah, I'm not that guy who's like, yeah, give me that salt chicken. Let me add an extra salt to my. No, I'm not that guy. No, thank you. There's already plenty in here. Trust me, you'll taste it afterwards. Yeah. Usually the case. Yeah. No matter how much water you consume, you're still like, oh, what was that? A salt lick? Yeah, pretty much. See, this is better. That's what I was looking for. You got one. That's not terrible. A little warlock, a little portal up there. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you want to, like, when you're a beast, when you're a hunter, being able to fight things in interesting positions can also lead to them dying in interesting and unreachable positions, which does make it highly annoying. So, yeah, always gotta think of that. There's nothing like killing something that you can't loot, and then you're like, but god damn it. Yeah, that's happened a few times. You don't want to be that guy. Black beans also? Yeah, you know, beans I could go either way, and I usually don't add the beans. Usually I kind of, you know, skip those. What else you got in there? The grill, the onions, peppers. Yeah, I mean, chicken, I think that works. Ground beef, a little harder ground beef. I mean, definitely because like the grilled peppers thing's got like a fajita vibe going on, you know? Yeah. Here's my big guy. My beefy boy. Alright, fine. Nobody else down here? No. And all bask in the glory of my 6-day wait mount. Blanche. What's up, Blanche? There we go. Alt that. So, you know, what else is left here to do? One more thing. Actually, two more things. That's easy to do that. Which is one? Herbs. Okay. So, you know, on one hand, Korthia is not so big. And when you think about it, that's good. On the other hand, it's like, why do we have to wait so long for Korthia? So it's kind of like a double-edged sword there. One, you don't want this place to be huge. You have to do dailies all day long here. So a smaller place is pretty all right. And if you notice here, right, from the gear, you see I have the full set now. So in normal, I'm 8 out of 8. In Raid Finder, I'm 7 out of 8. In Heroic, I'm 2 out of 8. So we're gaining our pieces. It'd be nice to see that bow, Sylvanas. How many more times do I have to kill you? Yeah, probably a few more times. I have a funny feeling it's gonna be a few more times. But yeah, yeah, yesterday I went a little, yeah, that's true. You do get 2 proteins. That's true. Man, not arguing there. Definitely good to get 2 proteins. Yeah, for me, like with the problem that I one of the things that I don't like when it comes to my burrito is I don't like my burrito to be like soggy. You know what I mean? I like it to be a little sturdy. You know, like it's not gonna fall apart in my hands because it's so damn wet, right? I like to introduce the moisture if I am. I get to set the amount, but I don't like to get a burrito. You know, they threw in all that stuff, and then again, it's like, oh yeah, it weighs like 4 pounds in that liquid, and you bite into it, it's all soggy. Yeah, that's not my jam for the burritos. Usually I'm a little bit on the drier side, and then I add in after the fact. Like, you know, with Chipotle, I do the same thing, right? Get the red sauce on the side, and then that red sauce basically is what I pour over the burrito once I'm eating it, right? So I get to control the level of moisture. The beans, Mose, I mean, depends on how they work the beans. Sometimes they just, you know, just plop it right on there. It's nice and wet, and you're like, yeah, that's gonna be nice and freaking wet. So I kind of skip that, but that's my preference. Totally my preference. I do like to kind of handle it my way, but that goes without saying. Two more to do here. So basically, it's pretty easy, right? And obviously, this stuff, you know, I mean, look. The thing is, when you're BM, right? You're not gonna be like, see, there's the shadow priest, right? Look how much faster I'm hitting, right? It just comes down to the gear, yeah, for the most part too, and playstyle, yeah. See, shadow priest is fantastic when you can basically be like the supporting character, where they don't have to worry about like taking direct damage, right? BM, you know, my pets can do all the work for me up front, and then I can basically just kind of come in afterwards and just finish up. So that's a nice part. And again, it reminds me of Wildstar because, you know, action combat, you know, that whole deal. Ah, yes. Well, those rumors are, I can confirm those rumors are true according to my wife and you. So I guess we're getting a two-prong approach to this. I guess there is some validity. Yes, that's true. I always said I was a cheap date, you know. I'm not like, you know, I don't have like, you know, lobster dinner. You know, I'll take a pizza over a lobster. So, you know, just putting it out there. I'm a cheap date. Kind of have like, you know, that but I'll tell you though, when it comes to the simpler things, I kind of know what to look for due to my familiarity of the simpler things. Yeah, well, you know, the only fish I eat is basically Maryland blue crab. My wife got me hooked on it, but I eat it with well, let me just put it this way. When you put Old Bay on it and you think like you got enough Old Bay on it, you don't. Multiply that by 4, then you're kind of getting closer to the amount of Old Bay that I like on my blue crab. I like it steamed in Old Bay and extra Old Bay. Just putting it out there. You like the garlic butter? You gotta try Old Bay. Oh, garlic butter could be helpful after the fact, but yeah, I do like that. I do like that Old Bay. That's a tough combo to beat. But then again, I'm not a big fish eater, so really I'm using the Old Bay to kind of like mask the fish taste. But still, very good. Old Bay, fantastic. Love me some Old Bay. A lot of people love Old Bay. But yeah, have you ever had blue crab? Blue crab, it is good. Good. Yes, good, excellent. And your thoughts on blue crab? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways? Man, I don't want any more of these stupid crystals. I'm not crafting. See, so we basically knocked out all of the daily stuff here, right? So when you do that, yeah, you're gonna go into this cave here. You're gonna have to unlock this quest line to get this guy in here. Once he's in here, you can talk to him. And you can say, I found some more relics we can use for catalog research. Now, let's take count, right? Currently, we're sitting at 8857. Right? We're going to talk to him. We're going to do the research. We're going to turn it in. We're getting 864 additional. So it's well over 9,000 now. Yeah? If I did my math right. 9,700 research. And again, I'm basically just sitting on that because I can't do anything with it. Oh, go away. You know? You know, I was thinking in the back of my mind, somebody's gonna mention that. I was just waiting to see how long it took. It took a little bit, but it showed up. Thank you. I appreciate the input. But I really do. Oh my god. Let's sell all this stuff here. This is actually a pretty good money maker if you put it up on the auction house. You know, that's good to basically get you know, some gold, right? So if you're basically, you know, getting these crystals and you're like, I want gear, take them, throw them up on the auction house. You sometimes get a pretty good price for them. Almost. Well, I mean, some people's view, you can. Not everybody's. I'd be in that minority. I know it's a minority opinion. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. Let's go back to Venari real quick here. So what have we done this week on this character? We did our Korthia weekly. There's daily quests to do in Korthia. Sometimes the only person who's going to give you an option for gear is going to be those two brokers that were near that portal, which was the last quest I turned in that gave you crystals. Those are the only people who are going to potentially give you gear. So if you go talk to them and they're giving you crystals, yeah, everybody else that you can potentially get a quest from is just going to give you rep, right? Depth's Advanced rep. That's basically going to be where you're going to look for your gear from. It's going to be from those brokers.
Do you feel the mold tearing at your mind?
I can't remember your password. Yeah, you know, if it came to my account, I would not be able to tell you what it is. I forgot. It's been too long. Been too long. Been too long. Another thing that you can do too is you can also do the invasions, right? So I don't remember if you remember in Legion, right, or in BFA, right, the invasions. So here you have an assault, right? So basically what this means is you can do this assault. It's not going to count toward the jailer's efforts being disrupted. The only thing that counts towards that is basically doing things in Korthia. Even doing the raid itself is not going to get you any benefit for doing that Korthia weekly. So if you see this horse here, it basically just means that that's a mount that will take you to the assault. So you don't have to go there yourself, apparently. That's where that will take you. So once you do that, you can basically get yourself like a reward. Sometimes it can include renown. So if you're, you know, trying to grind out that renown, I mean, what am I in Kyrian? Let's find out. We're 72, right? So we're as far as we can be right now, right? There's no other quests that we can do to increase our renown. 2 more levels will unlock on Tuesday. So this will be 73 and 74. We'll basically get Mechanicos' upgrade. Then another 2 weeks we'll be at 76. So we place that, right? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So in a month from now, the renown grind will be finished. Right? So that basically will be done. Then the other thing that you'll do too, Dave, is once you get into doing some more Torghast stuff, because you're gonna, you know, you're gonna need Soul Ash, right, for, you know, purchasing your and applying your legendary item in the beginning. And then once you try to start upgrading it beyond like a certain level, right, beyond 235, trying to go to 262, you're gonna need Soul Cylinders, which accrue at a much smaller pace right now. When 915 actually hits, you'll be able to accrue this much easier or much faster than now, right? So you basically can see I have like 6,000 Soul Ash, right? So there's nothing else for me to do with Soul Ash, right? Soul Cylinders is really where it's at. And also don't forget, as you're going through Torghast now, you can also unlock like upgrades, like, you know, here play Diablo 3. You can play Kanai's Cube. Kanai's Cube, right, give you powers, like same thing right here. It's like, it looks like Kanai's Cube. Here you can get upgrades for box of many things. Here you can see upgrades you can make as you go into Torghast itself. So you see I have a few of these unlocked right now. Pretty far actually down to this selections here. So not too many more, only 2 more rows to unlock. And obviously, you know, when you finish a Torghast run, you're gonna get this thing's called Tower Knowledge. You'll use the Tower Knowledge to unlock these things here, which will basically give you a benefit. Like if you use Empower, it lasts longer. If you are basically, you become empowered, increases your movement speed. You will start, you know, with more blessings, right? You'll negate some, you know, fewer torments, right? So you can kind of upgrade your experience a little bit as you go through. And then you see here, when we go to do the upgrade, I want to craft it as much as I want to upgrade it. So you see here, we're going to pick our current, and you can see here, we're going to pick our upgrade. You see it says 1650 and we're at 1560. So, god damn it. However, this week should reconcile that difference, and we'll be able to actually upgrade it to a 262 item, which is great. We'll get more haste. We'll get some other stuff, right? 5 more haste, 5 more crit. Nothing fancy. Eye level bump up will be by like 20 something levels, so that's helpful. Push the numbers up a little bit. But yeah, you unlock that doing the Torghast runs. So you also have that as well. I did buy a D2R. I did start playing an assassin. I got my assassin to I think level 8 or so. So I have that, and she's kind of rocking out there. I want to get my open a portal to someplace. Yeah, we're gonna skip that. Let's see. So what is it this week, right? These two, what are we looking for here? Oh, we have to get more what? Anima? Oh, okay. So you can see here, I'm not gonna get any more like rewards, right? Because you see, I can get like 30 more cylinders, right? So it's not really worth it, right? To push it. I mean, ooh, I get this unlocked, but whatever. And it'll be much faster. You can see recommended eye level is 237 or 228. So technically it'd be a little bit of a stretch for us. This one here is 223, so we're over it. So really we just need the anima. So we're just gonna go knock out the anima request. That is really just gonna be for some. It's not gonna be for renown, because remember, there's no more renown I can get this week, right? There's simply just no more to be had. Hunter's Mark increases damage to targets from all sources by 50%, or aspect of turtle no longer prevents you from attacking, and its duration is increased by 100%. Sounded good. It's early to get this one out of the way, because then you can actually use that one when it comes to boss fights. So here's the question, right? Do you go the easy way, which basically means you just have to skip this, or do you go the little bit longer way, which basically should be more of a direct line to the boss? So we're gonna go more of the direct way to the boss. And we're just going to get hit by that because I didn't notice this on the ground. And these spikes actually hurt, so we're just gonna kind of like wait. There we go. Yeah, so even in Torghast, like, it's nice too, because one of the features you can get for upgrades is that everything's automatically looted once you kill it. So you don't have to worry about running around and picking up, like, for the embers or for the actual phantasm. You'll automatically grab those. And see, Torghast, once you get some pretty decent gear here, right? It almost becomes trivial, right? Your pets are definitely strong. Here's my 8 out of 50. Remember, I don't have to loot anything. It's the only thing I get here. I know there's an axe there. I should have looked at the ground. I should have expected it too, with the trap sort of being on the floor like that. Well, 10 out of 50. Are we moving right along? Oh yeah, that was the other side of this equation. Okay. Let's not get confused as to which side we're headed, right? And you see this little smokestack coming out of this thing? Means that there's another anima power. When you pass within 10 yards of a maw rat that explodes, or feigned death is reduced by 15 seconds, and feigned death now removes negative status effects from yourself. That's pretty good. Maw rats, it's very situational. Not always guaranteed to see a maw rat. This, a lot more useful in terms of mileage, right? Again, you don't see, right now we've only seen like one maw rat, so really. Then the also thing to think about too, when it comes to that one, when it comes to the boss fight, there's not gonna be any maw rats there. So, first concussive shot against a target now roots them in place for 10 seconds. Or I can get 300 phantasms. Let's get the 300 phantasms so we can really kind of build up our, currency. Yeah, there's one maw rat there, but Oh, I'm hunted too. Excellent. All right, let's see. Maybe this would have hopefully been the correct way. Yeah, it's kind of the correct way. Here's another mall rat, you know. No big deal. This guy, though, should be fun. Oh, here comes the hunt. Nope. That was his little thing. Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay, okay. See that? 6.7K. Oh, we got going the opposite way now. Okay, that's good. Actually, this one actually won't reach me, so I can take that. We'll take that. That beam? I don't think that beam reaches us. All right, here's the door out. Now the hit. All right, you become critical strike. You become immune to silence and interrupt effects. Hey, that's good. Maybe around 4-1. That could be useful. Also, critical strike by 9%, but I think I'd probably buy this one. This one, I don't see that very often for sale. Increase the range of your auto attack and auto shot by 10 yards. I like this one, just from the perspective that there could be some guys up here that would like to be fearing me. Those guys? We don't like those guys. Let's also throw out our shot here. So basically, remember, we're just really kind of trying to keep our barb shot up, to keep our frenzy up. BCO raft there, another barb shot, another BCO, then we do some cobra shots. Basically, this is the rotation, the power rotation really is what we'll call it, right? You're really trying to keep that frenzy stack up. And you want to keep it at 3 as much as you can. That's usually where a lot of your power is going to come from. You see 6.5K, right? Where's Bloodlink? See Bloodlink number 2 in the DPS? So really, you know, it's really easy. Once you have Bloodlink as viable on your gear, then, you know, it's pretty nice, pretty easy actual DPS booster. Gain the Scent of Blood talent, Obscuring Cloud. Well, we'll go with the Scent of Blood. Let me see, was that one that we had, or when did we just pick? Scent of Blood, so we can pick up something different. We can pick up Chimera Shot if we wanted to, or we could basically Wild Cloud Strength increase reset to pull down a Barb Shot. So let's go with this because we'll get our Barb Shot up potentially faster, which then allows right for that DPS to kind of just keep churning. And the other thing too, I was trying to progress from like say floor 11 to floor 12. That report there, right, like completion and timing, all factor into what we get in terms of our overall score. Because remember, in order to progress to the next floor, 1, you need to complete it successfully, and 2, you need to have at least 4 diamonds, right, in terms of 4 out of 5 in order to progress to the next floor. So, you know, but since I'm not concerned because I've already unlocked floor 11, there's no reason to push it. So basically, it's just a leisurely walk to Torghast. So we try to grab as much as we can. You see that totem right down there? That's basically pulling in life for me from these mobs. So we're also basically kind of just like, you know, getting some extra from the totem there while it's out. And then when it goes away, it goes away. What are you going to do, right? Oh, here comes the troll. Excellent. I guess we could use our shot now. Feign death. Or feign death was like half hard. It's like, you know, if I don't feel like it, it's like, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna pretend to fall down. All right, let's see here. We'll just take that. That's more of our, that's our aspect of the cheetah cooldown. So that's good. So again, right, remember, it's all about keeping up that frenzy shot, right? So we want to kind of... So we definitely can just hold on to it when we need to. So we have a clutch. Interrupted that shot. Oh, is he like a... Oh, I thought he was like an elite dude. So here, basically, I put the shot short. Because I know that these guys are basically... I'm just going to basically kite them through this. So by putting the shot short, right, I can use more of the the real estate back here than having to run up there and then moving out of it and me trying to, you know, kite through that. So this is way easier, right? Like this would be so much a pain in the ass, like on the Shadow Priest, yeah, just because of all the mobs and like all of the required movement. Well, do we want to go that way or do we want to keep going this way? So you see these cages here? We can unlock the trapped souls in there, which will actually give us some more phantasm, which is great because, you know, it's more currency, right? So actually these guys will give us phantasm, or will they give us a power up? Let's see. So basically we're looking at this soul remnant. So it gave us 3 actually. That's pretty good, right? When you look at it, right, soul remnants in this particular case, they provide a buff. That's a straight DPS boost, right? Because see here, it's going to basically increase my agility by 12%. So each one of these I get. So as the higher this number goes, the higher the agility boost gets, right? And that's great because agility is like one of my primary stats for DPS, right? That and mastery, right? Crit and haste are also very important too, but mastery and agility, pretty good. Mastery, more DPS from pets. Agility, more DPS overall. Haste, obviously faster in terms of doing the DPS. So here, not too bad, right? So those are always good to get, especially if you're trying to push like the twisting corridors and trying to do all 18 floors, right? The more you can get in terms of the agility buff, the harder you'll hit amongst every other thing else, right? At least here, we only have to do 5 floors. And 2 of them are basically, one's boss floor and one is boss floor and one is broker floor. So basically you don't have to do all of them. So this must be the torment of the day, right? What is it? Reinforced doom conduits, yep. That was it, reinforced doom conduits. Interrupt's not ready yet, so we'll have to just wait on that. And we'll just keep plugging away at this. Look at all those doom conduits. We'll wait for that doom conduit to clear itself out. While we're waiting, let's get something to eat. So what do you guys got going on today? Anything good? Eat, eat, eat. Alright, let's see. What is this animal power? Your damaging spells and abilities attributes have the chance to heal you. Aspect of the turtle and help summon. Okay, we'll take that one. You already have the aspect of the turtle. 200% reduction is no better than 100% reduction. And that it's not like it's gonna like basically give me health back, right? It may actually extend it a little longer, which would be interesting, right? To actually use that as like the main like attack against the boss. To have like, you know, turtle up the whole entire time while actually fighting the boss too. Yeah, and those things too there. You see that little like kind of like shaking like spirit and then it exploded? Yeah. That basically that's gonna be like a fear. So you wanna like watch out for that. I mean, it looks all good, right? You're like, oh yeah, look, it got a soul out there, everything should be fine. Yeah, no. It's gonna fear you and it's not gonna be pretty. Especially if I didn't have that fear debuff on me. So that's good. Actually I can get below that, right? It's like is that gonna be like a absolute thing, or is that gonna be like just situationally? Okay, looks like it's just on its own plane, and I don't have to worry about it. Nope, apparently it's the whole thing. All right, well, let's get in front of it then. There's some maw rats, right? We said that you get the ability right with maw rats. We gotta watch out for these beams here, or these little shots. They do hit like a truck, so So if you're not paying attention and you're a little bit low on health, you can easily kill yourself right there. We're just gonna come over here, grab this. Alright, I turtled, and I forgot, I don't know why we turtled there. I think because we just hit the wrong button, actually. So it looks like this is the boss fight. It's kind of weird. I thought I would have gotten hit by that. I'm gonna get myself in between these. Give myself some distance. And heal Hattie real quick. Oh, it's weird. This thing's not touch me. Huh. It's kind of weird. I thought they would have been able to hit me from here. This is definitely the boss. Yeah, it's the boss for the gate. Alright, let's wait for these things to stop spinning. Aspect of Turtle. Again, it likes to give me Aspect of Turtle. Exhilaration is reduced by 30 seconds. That's great. That's my own self-heal. That's reduced by 30 seconds. That's fantastic. Alright, next floor is basically the broker floor. So, really no fight there, which means there's only one more floor to clear on floor 4. 4 shouldn't be too bad. See that? 76%, 8 minutes. Yeah, really, when it comes to that. Again, we're not trying to push, so we're not really too concerned about those numbers. But if you're trying to push, you should be concerned about those numbers. Because they'll be important to determining if you can proceed to the next level or not. Oh, I thought Big Boy would be there. Oh, Big Boy's over there? There he is. There he is. What's up? Tons of fun. Check that cage. Yeah, there you go. Show us you're angry. Alright, since this is the broker floor, and we're basically going to be dealing in purchasable items here. What we're going to do first is we're going to go accept the free anima power. And then we're going to see what he's got for sale. Because we don't want to buy something we could get out for free. Acceleration again by 30 seconds. We attack a new target. I'm healed for 10,000. Which is good when you're... So I have one more floor left where I have to clear a bunch of mobs. So that's going to be pretty much one and done. One floor and done type deal. Your attacks have a chance to curse your target, dealing 22,000 shadow damage to your target over 8 seconds. So that's a nice dot, right? Exhilaration right now sits at what? 1 minute and a half? That would make it 1 minute even, which would be on par with my, well, we see what they are, right? Let's see what we can buy. So, we're looking at reducing our exhilaration. What do we have? Damage reduces all damage you take by 50% for 10 seconds. Disengage, okay. Then we have disengage, so basically the big disengage there. Kill command, increased by 50%. Hunter's Mark, now increased damage from all attacks. That's pretty good to get there. Duration of Bestial Wrath increased by 20. Well, by 20 of health, you mean to heal the full health. So we'll grab one of these, yeah. Grab one of these. We will go with the critical damage, because it's cheap at 65. And we might as well take that as well. And kill command at 125, we'll grab that. We'll take the free power of... let's try that. That's another DPS boost for us. Let's try that way. That could work for us. Let's see if it does. What, you threw a trap at me? And those guys love that chain there. The sun floors can be a little like dense to start with. You can see here, we just right out the door, right, find a bunch of mobs, just trying to make our way to, you know, basically the first turn right in the room. So that's going to be definitely frustrating. Nothing back there. Let's go and grab this. Again, these guys are basically straight DPS boosts. And again, what's nice about, you know, turning on the anima power or tower knowledge, basically auto loot, is fantastic because you don't have to run back and pick up all those bodies or collect all the stuff off of those bodies. Now this looks like a wide open space with a bunch of mall rats, which looks too good to potentially be true. You know what I mean? I feel like there's something, should be something a little bit bigger here. And who knows what's going to be when we kind of get out this way. I expect some stuff to like appear. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just hold on to that. And lastly, maybe it is just as simple as this. There's nothing else on this floor, or in this part of the floor. The sad part though about mall rats really is that they don't give you phantasm. So if you have a bunch of mall rats to kill, like right there, you're not really getting anything for it, right? You're just basically getting them out of your way, really. They're not dropping phantasm. They're not increasing, like, you know, anything. So, you know, it's always a dice roll when it comes to like taking like things that are mall rat specific. Like, you know, this will, like, you know, every time your pet sees a mall rat, it'll instantly kill it, exploding it for like, you know, 50,000 damage. You know, it's very situational. Sometimes you can take those and never see another mall rat again on any of the floors. So we're gonna look at the ground, make sure we don't see any scuff marks. This would be a good place for like a thing that comes swinging. So now we see that we got our 3 frenzies out, right? We're gonna wait. So basically he's doing wait frame. It's gonna hit me as an MKH here. No, actually didn't hit me. That's kind of surprising. I can't do anything to it, right? It's kind of like gotta wait for it to like stop. So just going around and around, and eventually we'll go away. Aspect of turtle prevents you from taking it. Increase my okay. Yeah, those things can be tricky. You want to make sure you basically can kind of, I guess what you could also do, I was thinking about it, was you also potentially could just turtle your way through it. But yeah, those things will definitely hurt if you do accidentally misstep. Let's put it short and then basically just really chain me again. I'm not gonna use my cooldown just to break the chain. We'll just kill you and then break the chain that way. Again, you know, this place does like to set some booby traps, so whenever coming to a space, just look at the ground, see if you see any, like, you know, scuff marks. Those scuff marks would basically be from those axes that are swinging from the wall. It's like, it's very deceiving because those axes can basically go flush with the wall. So you'll never really be able to tell straight up if there's an axe there it's going to pop at you or not, right? You just have to really look at the ground. So now you can see like the big axe just sitting on the wall going, oh, there's a big axe, definitely going to come for me. Yeah, it's not the case. That's not how that works. There we go, 138. So basically, we want to make sure that we get all 150 of this anima before we actually make it to the boss floor. Which means, you know, if we don't have it by the time we make it to the floor boss, we're gonna have to kind of spend some time killing a bunch of other things, kind of make up for that deficit. Well, technically, there's a so down here there's gonna be a yeah, okay, so that's basically what it's gonna be. So we just speed boosted through that. Hopefully there's a switch. I think just down here we're basically gonna just find like anima power. That's usually what's down here. In configurations like this, you know, we've experienced or have gone through, they usually just lead to areas where you can pick up anima power from. That could be wrong. Could be something completely different. Like maybe it's where the boss is. Who knows? Well, definitely there's an anima power here, so we can see what this is. When your pet is within 10 yards of a mall rat, it'll kill it immediately, and the mall rat increases your consuming petrified food. Oh, so this is actually pretty good. The phylactery one here. So whenever we see any type of the things that we just broke, right? So maybe this was actually the way to go. Maybe the other way was the dead end. And this is actually the way to go. It should make sense, right? It was double booby trapped, right? Yeah. So it looks like we're finished now with the quest. So technically, we don't even have to finish this if we don't want to. But since we've come this far, it's like, yeah, why don't we just finish it? Ah, look who's back, my boy. Hey, we got feared. Remember, we can't be feared, but our pets can. So that part we gotta keep in mind, right? Our pets can go running, go on that country marathon, because they can still be feared. As you saw in our big guy who just went for a jog there. That's also nice, right? When you don't have to loot, right? So I watch this, right? We knock this, right? We're gonna have this food on the ground. See all that food? I walk over it, and my guys get way bigger, as you can see. So that's pretty good. That's always a fun one to get, right? When you're a BM hunter. I mean, if nothing else, right? It looks cool. So we want to refresh it, right? We only have to walk over it. Our pets don't need to walk over it. Oh, did that just get me? That did just get me. Thought I wasn't supposed to be able to be stunned. Game. I think, yeah, you missed on that one. Let me get that. And let's grab the food. Is there another spirit there? No, but there was some other phantasm we can get. This you have to actually, you know, break to get the phantasm. 214. We'll grab this again to refresh it. Addy is freaking huge, man. Man, in one way, I wish 915 was already out because it would make the process of getting these soul cylinders so much easier. But I will wait. You know, we don't have to wait till Tuesday, so it's not like we're very far away at all. Actually, on this one now, really, we're just like what, maybe 2 days, so not really that far away. Yeah, it's nice when you don't have to loot, right? It automatically happens. Oh, that's fantastic. This is actually a pretty big level, not gonna lie. This floor is actually pretty big. Oh, and how do we have up here? Reduce the cooldown of resonant air by 10 seconds and maximize shot by 45. We'll take the 45. Whenever you have a chance in Torghast to increase the amount of health you have, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Unless you're like way over geared for the place and you're like, yeah, it's like rank 1 and I'm like, you know, I can do like rank 11 just, you know, or rank 10 laughing. Yeah, then, you know, I say don't go for the health there. But if you're at a higher level floor and that does get presented as an option, always take it. It helps a lot to have just that much more health. It's actually 45%. That's freaking huge. That's a big number for me. So Vela, are you going to be playing New World? Did you buy it? My download starts tomorrow. I see. Let's take the code to those. Yep. Reduce cooldown for a arrow. Enemies within 10 yards have their casting speed reduced by 30%. Well, it depends on what we're going to fight, but we'll take that just because we don't know what we're facing for the last boss in this place. Could be a caster, could be melee. Hard to see. All these mall rats. Like I said, mall rats suck because they don't give you anything. You still have to deal with them. Guess that's the other way you could have gone, yeah. Alright, see, look at it, 11K. Again, these are Torghast numbers, so let's not assume this is all the time. I would like it to be all the time, but no, it's not really. I wonder how that burrito is working out for her. Gain Spitting Cobra. Your Stewart's files right now restores 20%. Disengage, we'll grab that, and we'll just move our way through. Alright, so boss floor time. We got two things happening here. One, we're gonna have a broker. Two, we're gonna have the boss. So halfway through, or right before the boss, we're gonna get our broker. We should probably be right about here, and then our boss will be right in there. So we don't know what it is. Could be one of several. And we can go take a peek so we see how we want to deal with it. Let's go take a peek and see what it is. Alright, so this is gonna be AoE guy. Alright. What do you got for me?
I offer only the finest.
So here we have Sterling Shoulder Skewers, which we don't have these already. Are you sure? Sterling Wing Blade Pauldrons, Sterling Shoulder Shields, Sterling Ornamental, Sterling Blade Tip. Okay, and then we don't. The question then becomes, is there anything that we need to buy here? Adds this toy to your toy box. Summon a Torghast Anima Horde outside of Torghast. So this is where you can actually, have that anima power show up, right? Where people can pick, like you saw before we came into this instance. Whereas, like, you could, act like a child, or you could like teleport anywhere. That's what that is. Yeah, this is actually pretty good to get. Let me just buy that.
Good show.
There we go. Now we have that toy. Alright, so this guy should be pretty easy given the fact that we can use our pets here to kind of take care of them. Sometimes we get like bonuses for like using like our ice trap or a tar trap, then using a flare. Like there's that build. Like, and I don't. That's like a lot of extra work. What that feels like, you know what I mean? See, so far it's great because our pet's basically doing all of it, and they can stand in that and actually not take too much damage at all. If we were standing in that, it would be a completely different story. That would not be a pretty story at all. So you see we let our frenzy kind of fall off there, right? We're going to want to get that back as fast as we can. 2 stacks of frenzy, right? Now we got 3 stacks. Let's kind of keep that refreshed as much as we can. Let's do that again. See, we refresh. There we go. Refresh frenzy. So look, Hattie's just basically like not like that much in the see, that's kind of weird though. See, here's the diamonds. See, we weren't going for anything fantastic, but we did get more soul ash. Not like we needed more, but we got more tower knowledge. That's good, actually. You know, one time I finished one of these runs recently, and when I finished it, I completely didn't loot the boss. I forgot that you actually have to loot that. It's not automatically granted to you, like the reward. And I left without getting the reward. Luckily, it's got that mechanic where it'll mail it to you, which is fantastic because, yeah, that sucked. But, you know, ultimately, it was fine. So we had like 18, we got 74, now we got like 96. So the question becomes is there any other additional tower knowledge that I can unlock with the points I have? 92. We can do another blessing, right? It requires 200. Requires 200. That I can do for 60. Fine, I'm not really a fan of that. So I've got two rare anima powers. So we can buy that, right? We can buy one of these, yeah. What's the next one? We're 50. We could dump 50 in there. And a section up to. And 2 epic anima power. So this is 2 rare and 2 rare consumable items. All right. Reduce damage from traps. Okay. So yeah, there you go. I mean, it's Torghast. You know, it's Torghast. Ugh. Excuse me. That's pretty cool. You saw that? Like, you saw like almost looked like 3 rune stacks there. That's a Beastmaster Hunter as a Night Fae. So basically, he looked like his pet because he's Night Fae, and he can do that. That's pretty cool.
Ah, my new partner. Let us see how long you last.
So we never opened this up, right? Looks like we got some more research here. So usually what you do when you see this research is if it says like 11, and so it'd be like 11 plus 8 is 19. So you're gonna get like 36. It usually doubles what you have. So that'll turn to 36. Here we can take it going back. Like 12k, right? Where's it? Blood Link. So Blood Link itself was actually providing some damage. So again, Blood Link, really, you really can't go wrong with it because it's just passive DPS just happening all the time. Every 3 seconds of a fight, you're just pulsing out that shadow damage. You can see right up here too. You can see that. So remember when I said there's only one NPC that gives you potential for gear out here in Korthia? It's these guys. Either this person, or this board here. That'd basically be the only 3 who, and only one of these people gives a quest each day. So, you know, they'll be the ones to basically give you a piece of gear as a reward potentially that you then can use to, you know, through the research, upgrade that gear. So I said it's gonna be like 36, right? What's it gonna be? Let's see. Oh, see, 9, 18, 19. So we basically got 19.
The purpose has brought us.
This is for my anima. That's anima. Again, here's the other crystals, right? I'm already using 2 unholy. So my unholy is 4 out of 5 on all 3. So I definitely spent a lot of stitchy numbers on that. You can see right now I'm sitting with what? Either 36 or 22. Let me see. What am I sitting with currency wise? So I have 36 Stygian embers, yeah? Let me see. And then when it comes to this, only one of these is rank 4. So I think I need 50 to go to rank 4.
This had better be.
Yeah, I need 50, you see? So in order for me to upgrade my blood shard, okay. Oh, maybe I can do it with only 30. Okay. Okay. Let me see. So here we basically are using the
If I made it, you could trust.
we're using the Shard of Zed. Okay, that's Shard of Zed. So Shard of Zed is the Unholy. This one is Desolate Shard of Rev. Desolate Shard of Rev. Desolate Shard of Jas. And Desolate Shard, or Foreboding Shard of Beck.
New requisitions.
Foreboding Shard of Beck. Desolate Shard of Core. Of Jas. Of Rev. Oh, what's this? Adds a socket to a Shadowlands Season 2 item that does not have a 1. Can be used on helms, necks, bracers, belts, or rings. And what's that for? 1,000? I have 6,000 Stygia. At least that's for Stygia. Oh, those are for Soul Senders? Oh, no. We are not buying that. We are hoarding that for one purpose only. For the purpose of basically getting our new thing upgraded. Okay, so in order for you to purchase something here, right? So here, this is the Foreboding Shard of Rev, right? Your damage 2.6. Healing is 49%, and then your leech is 45. So if I wanted to upgrade this one here, what I need to do is I need to use this tool here.
Can't compensate.
So you need to buy this tool for
Got something to say?
2,500 Stygia. Once you buy this tool, you don't have to keep buying it. It's not a one use and done. But you usually click on this. And then again, it was the 45%. So you click on this, you click on this, and make sure right here. See, rank 4, rank 3, and rank 3, right? We're going to pop this out. You see now it's right up here. Okay? We're going to talk to this person.
Talking or start walking.
And we're going to buy this one. So you can see this one here, the Rev. And Rev, we're going to replace it. It's going to go from 45 to 52. Click on this. Says you sure you want to buy it? Yep. And you see now it's 52. Now you go back to that piece of gear. You right click it. And you see here, it'll say Foreboding Shard of Rev. You release by 52. You'll see here, it's missing its third piece. Now we got blood activated again. And you can see now it says rank 4, and rank 3. So I need another 30. And then basically that'll allow me to grab the third one and upgrade that everything to rank 4. Then if I want to do to rank 5, I'm going to need 150 of them because each one's going to be 50. So I'm going to need 150 Stygian embers, which will take a little bit of time to procure. So rank 4 is looking pretty good.
You need something.
So he will give me 10 next week. So 10 is already knocked out of the ballpark. Then I just need another 20 from the raid, which shouldn't be too hard to pick up. And that'll give me the grand total of 3, which will give me a grand total of 30, which will then allow me to buy the last one so it can be rank 4. Again, as you upgrade the rank of the actual shards, you'll upgrade the blood link itself. So blood link will move from rank 3 to rank 4, and you'll see that basically the 1296 might become like 13 and some odd change. And then basically you'll kind of up your DPS even that much more as you work toward rank 5, which basically means, right, you think about this, right, all my unholy shards are rank 4, so that's easily 90 right there, right? Because 30, 60, 90, each one is 3. But in order to get there, you had to go through rank 2. So technically, we've accumulated a lot of Stygian embers, right? A lot of them. through the course, and we've used them to upgrade all of our stuff for the most part. So Bonesmith Hymir, that's the person you want.
Got something to say?
First, you want to buy the Soulfire Chisel. That'll allow you to take items in and out of your Sanctum of Domination gear. So all these little shards here, you can extract them, but it's going to cost you 2,500 Stygian. Stygia. Sorry, it's not Stygian. Stygia. Once you have that in your possession, you can freely extract and put in new gems as you want. Then in order to upgrade those gems, you're going to need these Stygian Embers. These Stygian Embers come from this guy's weekly quest and also running the raid. Once you have enough of those, you'll then be able to extract them, which will drop them here. Purchase, which will basically consume the previous one, giving you back a new one, which then you'll then add back into the socket, which will then, if you have 3 of one type, will basically activate that bonus, right? In this case, it's Blood Link because we've gone with 3 blood shards, right? And you can see them with those highlighted, right? A little bit more than the other ones. You see it's the waist, the shoulders, and the chest. Basically have it. The other 2 sockets are used with Unholy, and I can obviously, right, if I look at this and go, well, maybe 2 frost sockets are better. So your critical hits cause a nearby ally to absorb the next 213 damage dealt to them within 6 seconds. So that's might be a nice thing for the raid, right? Your damage is increased by 1.8% for 20 seconds after attacking an enemy you have not yet damaged. So that's a small bump. That's not terrible. What about the third one? Gain 660 absorb shield. So, you know, potentially if I was looking for an absorb, what do we get here? Damaging a target increases your damage done at to that target by 0.44 for 4 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. So for 4 times 3 is basically like 1.2%, I guess, in essence. And then the other one would be what? Your helpful spells and abilities have a chance to grant your target an unholy armor or aura, dealing 297 health from nearby enemies every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. So, what is meant by helpful spells and abilities? You know, so the question is there a better frost one that I can have there and have 1 of the unholy and 1 of the frost and 3 blood? So the one that might be actually pretty interesting would be this one here. Your damage is increased by 1.8% for 20 seconds after attacking an enemy you have not yet damaged. So that would count like as part of like an opener to like a raid boss, right? But that would be short-lived, right? Because it basically would be for 20 seconds. So the first 20 seconds would see me hitting 1.8% on top of this 1.2. So 1.8, 1.2, say like 3% additional DPS for that will go 12 seconds, almost 20. So maybe 4%, maybe like 2.5%. We average it out for the 20-second duration. So that's one way you can kind of look at min-maxing it, right? You know, so there are different things you can do. Or if you have enough Stygian numbers and you're like, hey, you know, let's just bump up some of these old ones. Fantastic, do it. But right now, since we're trying to rank this up to at least rank 4, we're going to hold off on trying to do any upgrades for anything else other than our blood shards right now. Since our Unholy is already at rank 4 for all 3, we'll at least bring our Blood Link ones up to rank 4 and upgrade Blood Link itself proper to rank 4 as well, which would be nice. Because again, it's really passive DPS. You're not doing anything. It's just doing it for you. So you're basically just getting the benefit of that effort. Now we take a look here real quick. We know that that's basically there, right? It's the Venthyr attack. What this also is telling me is that there's no other conduits that I need, because I have all the conduits that you could ever need for a hunter. And the question is just the eye level of those conduits can be upgraded through usually just a raid. Let's take a look at our mailbox here. Let's see what we got. Oh, where's the mailbox? Oh, it's right here. Ah, here it is. All right. Hey, look, something sold for 1,400 gold. What? The crystals? Yeah, crystals. Crystals sold. Yay! You know what that means? Put the crystals back up.
Have anything ancient to trade?
Let's sell them.
Seems to be at least 2
What are they going for? 104 each? Okay. Good. That's in the process of being sold. Man, there's so much junk in here. I sell this for, I think. 106. All right. Oh, that. Permanent chest. Hold on to that. I think.
If you find anything
His chest is enchanted, right? Well, it doesn't say not enchanted, so I take it as enchanted, but I don't see the enchant. Bonus saga 3 blood shards. You gain the blood link when in the maw. Blood link drains health from your enemies and redistributes it to you and your allies. Well, it does a little bit more than just that, which is kind of selling itself short right there. But we do definitely have that bonus there, and that's why that doesn't show up. When you're not in the maw or Torghast or the raid, you can see it's not an active element, right?
Have anything ancient
So you won't get like
Seems to be at
like
least
the
2 centuries old.
the damage output with the shadow damage, but you'll get like the 1%. You'll get all these little bases like the 2.6%. Those will be active. You just won't get like the big draw to it. I think we're pretty much good here. Okay, so the hunter, like I said, hunter's in a pretty good spot. There's nothing else really that we need to. The Seeker, the Patient of the Dawn, the Kingslayer, Astrowalker of Nightfall, of the Iron Vanguard of the Ashen Verdict, Storms and Stormcaller, Savior of Azeroth, Ironbane, Firelord, Orgrimmar, Conqueror of Orgrimmar, yes, Champion of the Naru, Champion of Frozen Wastes, Assistant Professor, no title. I thought I would get one for, killing Sylvanas, but we're not killing Sylvanas. Knocking her down. But apparently it's not one of those things. Huntmaster, Cerelia. There we go. Okay. Alright guys, I think I'm going to pause here. Go get something to eat myself. Because I got myself a nice sandwich. Roast beef sandwich. Boar's head roast beef. One of the best roast beefs out there. Boar's head is. Got that for lunch. So we're gonna carry that, watch some football for a little bit, and then we'll be back. And then if we'll see what we want to do. So guys, thanks for hanging out for now. Hopefully I'll catch you guys back in a little while after I finish eating. All right, see you guys back.